I'm sure there's a mummy joke here that I could make, but I can't think of anything good. Welcome to Rocket Reviews. Today we're talking about The Mummy, which is the new action slash fantasy slash horror slash little bit comedy movie remake of the 1999 version of The Mummy, which was of course another remake of the black and white version. There's been so many Mummy movies, but this is the new horror slash all the other genres I just mentioned film, directed by Alex Kurtzman. It's a $125 million big budget Tom Cruise action flick type thing. So this film's not been reviewed particularly well, so let's get into what I thought when I saw it. Okay, so we've got Tom Cruise plays kind of like the roguish, charming, likable, slightly dodgy character. He kind of reminds me of the guy out of the Uncharted games, funnily enough. We've got Sofia Boutella, I'm probably getting her name wrong, that's terrible. She plays the Mummy. We've got Annabelle Wallis, plays kind of the romantic interest, but she's also a strong character in of herself as well. And then we've also got Jake Johnson, who plays the kind of trusty comedy little bit sidekick to Tom Cruise. And we've also got Russell Crowe, who kind of plays the boss character in this new dark universe kind of setting that the studio is trying to create. So what did we think about this? Well, let's start off with the elephant in the room. Is it as good as the 1999 movie that came out? No, not really. But that's not to say it's not enjoyable in its own right. It's just that it was a really good version of The Mummy, and I absolutely loved that movie. Thoroughly enjoyed it. It had some good scary bits. It had some good effects for the time, and it kind of took you on this kind of little journey, and it was a good romp. Absolutely. The new one is pretty good. It's not amazing, but it's still fairly reasonable, and it has some great set pieces. I mean, the bits, looking at the actors that we've got, Russell Crowe was good as that kind of new boss character, the man in charge of this kind of monster tackling organisation. And I did like his backstory, which we got a little bit into with the character that he plays. I don't want to do any mega spoilers. Tom Cruise, he always brings it, doesn't he? I mean, the guy's just a professional, and immediately you kind of like his character. His sort of Jake Johnson character, the guy that's there supporting him. The banter was pretty good. It wasn't awesome, but it was workmanlike. You kind of got into the dynamic between those two. There were some interesting parts kind of a little bit later on, which really made me remember American Werewolf in London, if you've seen that sort of classic horror movie from way back when. But somehow that did it a little bit better, but this was okay, but it wasn't as good as that. And I think that's part of the problem with this movie is it does some things pretty well. It's kind of quite entertaining and it's quite a good romp, but it never sort of really nails everything in a way where you're like, wow, that's brilliant. There's just some sort of, yeah, that's pretty good, and that's a pretty good action scene, and that's a pretty good thing there, and it's all sort of pretty good. It's never kind of, that's just the best movie ever. So I think if you go into the movie thinking this is probably going to be pretty good but not awesome, you'll probably enjoy yourself. Because I still enjoyed it. I didn't have my socks blown off, but I was like, yeah, this is all pretty good. And that's it. I think it's good to see it at the big screen because some of the set pieces are big. There's the bit where if you've seen the trailer and you've seen the airplane coming down, that looks really good on a big screen. But having said that, is this a must-see at the big screen? Not really. I mean, if you've got a big-sized TV at home, you'll still really enjoy the airplane scene on the big TV at home. I'd struggle to sort of say, yeah, this is an awesome must-see movie for the big screen. But it still was pretty decent. The Mummy actress. Yeah, you know, she was pretty good, and I think she played it sort of well. Everyone kind of did their job. I think the other thing that this kind of movie fell down on is trying to weave this new dark universe thing that they're trying to build in from it. It's like they're trying to set the universe when really if they'd had spent more time and energy just focusing on making a really good mummy story, then we'd have got caught up in the dark universe along the way. By trying to build the universe before you've built some movies, it's like you're trying to put the cart before the horse. If you build fantastic movies that we really think are awesome, we're going to be with you. We're going to be like, oh yeah, where's the next movie? I really enjoyed those other movies. I want to see the next one. Trying to tell us that, oh, you've built this new fantastic universe before you've actually built any films, you kind of like, no, it's like trying to tell us you're cool. Don't tell us you're cool. We'll know if you're cool because we'll be watching your movies. And I think that's why it's too much corporate rubbish. But the film's still an enjoyable romp. I mean, yeah, I enjoyed it. To me, it's like one of those good workman-like 4-star movies. It's not a 5-star movie. If you want to see a 5-star movie, watch the 1999 one. That was a 5-star movie. This is a solid workman-like 4 stars. I think that pretty much covers it. 4-star movie. It was all good, but not awesome. And if you want an enjoyable movie to watch on a Sunday afternoon because there's nothing else to do, then this should be absolutely fine. And with that, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.